Greetings, greetings, greetings. This is Yasha Ben Israel. Hold on for 1 second. Yes, this is Yasha Ben Israel back at you one more time. Allow me to clear my throat. Yes. Yasha Ben Israel back with you one more time. And I would like to talk about the disrespect of these new cult styled Israelites and how they're disrespectful against true solid Israelite eldership. Right. One of the biggest problems with the ISUPK and all of the cults and splinter groups that came from it is that when they attack and they target the very dumb and the ignorant, right? They're like predators. Okay, they want to tap into the virgin mind, the mind that never knew anything about God. What's up, Shalom, Vicar, Emerson? Would you like to come up? If you like to come up, let me know, and I'll send uh, uh, the link in the chat. Yeah, but we got old Emerson Vicar in the house. I want to talk about the last show that just went off. Right, the last show was indicative of the idea that I'm trying to convey about how new Israelites will come up on the scene. You know what I mean? And they'll just be very disrespectful to other Israelites. And the only Israelites to do this is those that were influenced by the cults. You got my brother UPK Gans, and he's one of the Israelites like Jonathan Taylor and Baby Hebrew, guys that were part of the cult. You know what I mean? And somewhere the cult mistreated them, and they don't no longer want to be a part of the cult anymore. You know, they call themselves leaving the cult, but they didn't leave the cult. They just left the building. They just left the organization. They still teaching and following and harboring after these lies and this false information that these people taught them. I mean, this happened with when they broke up and split in the year 2000, after the 2000 lie, when they broke up. They were supposed to realize that Ariel was a false prophet, and they were supposed to do. Let me put the link down into the chat. They were supposed to do away with Ariel, right? And everything that he brought to the table. You just don't get rid of him and take his life with you. And that's what they did. They got rid of him and took his lives with him. As you can see, the brother was on here talking about how the ISUPK did bring some kind of truth to the table, when I'm trying to get this brother to understand that nothing that they teach is the truth. There's no truth in nothing that they teach. This is, and I showed the brother last week on how one of their knockoff brothers, uh, one of the guys from Sakari went right there on the I just posted a link in here. I'm running out of space on my computer. It should pop up. It didn't popped up. So come on up here. Come on up here so I won't be talking to myself. We can have us a good old dialogue. But we talking about the cults, man. And you got these new guys, man. I tell you, man, that I've been in this stuff since the 80s, the 90s. You come in this stuff in 2016 and you trying to tell, and you won't humble yourself to a man who been doing this shit 40 years. But you won't humble yourself to this man. I'm teaching this brother some things. I'm the one who taught him about the things that happened in 2000. Invite cars on the building. We got the Emerson in the house. What's up, Emerson?
Hey, shalom, sir, shalom.
Yeah, man. I was talking about, man, how these new Israelites who've been influenced by the camps, you know, they call themselves get mad, leave the camps. And instead of just leaving the camps, they leave the camp and start their own camp with the same
Right.
lies, the same misinformation, and then they start the same confusion. Look at Sakari. Sakari E left is an offshoot from that shit that started on 125th Street in Harlem. And look at them. They fighting. He fighting. You got the gorilla Hebrew fighting with his right hand man Deacon like that. I mean, that is crazy.
I didn't catch that yet.
Oh, you ain't seen that yet? Oh yeah, they beefing now.
Uh,
See what it is? The gorilla Hebrew is getting upset. He's really jealous. He's getting jealous because Deacon Hakah has been over going on Sinetta, and he's been getting received well over there. You know, people receive Deacon Hakah better over there. You know, he had a pretty good debate, and people liked him over there. And Gorilla Hebrew got jealous of that, man. And want to come up with some silly, goofy reason. Go and look that stuff up. But all I'm saying is that they are nothing. Sakari is nothing but a chip off the old block, man. The same confusion that started in
right.
Harlem will follow any group that perpetuate that lie.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You agree?
Yes, sir.
When you leave those groups, you're supposed to leave all that shit. Leave the lies and be re-educated. Why are you guys afraid of being re-educated? Didn't Christ was a champion of teaching y'all to be born again? Wasn't he?
Well, I don't deal with that Christ stuff, but yeah,
I know you don't, but
yes,
they do.
yes,
But they
sir.
do.
Yep. Yes,
That's
sir.
what it's not a problem if you don't deal with it. The problem is that they deal with it.
Right.
And then they're lying when we come and show them what Christ said, and they're not doing it. You have to be born again to be follow Christ, which means that all that bull crap that you were taught, you got to throw it away and be re-educated. Now, if you're
Right.
convinced that the ISUPK is not followers of Christ, then you should throw away all that bullshit that they taught you and look into the house of Israel. There's thousands of other Israelite groups, and the only Israelite groups that's teaching that lie is the One West knockoff groups. They all chip off the old One West block.
So chip off the block.
When you look at the vastness of the Israelite movement, yeah, they'll chip off the old block, man, off the old One West block. It's just another chip, no different than the next chip. And I tell the young man, I've been in this stuff, man, since the 80s. What was you doing in 1980? If you was even born? Am I right though? I mean, it's disrespectful, man, for me to sit up there and tell you that I speak the language, I speak the history. I got an answer for every stupid question that you got. And you just chose to just disregard and disrespect every fucking thing I say. Now, how Israel is we gonna fucking advance doing that?
one,
When the fucking children is leading the fucking
one thing.
adults. How in the fuck is we gonna advance like that?
One thing about it, I can't say that you're not one of the elders. Yeah, that's a fact that you are. For real.
I'm an elder in the sense that I've been doing this a long time, right? I got 30, 40 years under my belt. I got over 40 years of studying these scriptures under my belt, bro.
Right.
I got 43 years to be exact of how many years that I've been studying this Bible, bro. 43 years. What was you doing 43 years ago?
43 years ago, I wasn't born.
What I'm saying? So, if I've been studying the Bible for 43 years, is that a reason for you to give me ear? Or to just look down on me like, oh, you've been studying the Bible 43 years, you's a fool. Because he from that stupid school of thought that think that, oh, I've been studying the Bible 2 years and I know more than some people that have been studying it for decades. No, you don't.
No, sir.
You
The elders
no
ain't
man
gonna
who been
outrank.
studying the Bible for years, huh?
I said that elder rank gonna outrank every time.
No man who been studying the Bible for 2 years is ever going to be better than the man who been studying the Bible for 10 years.
I agree.
The only way a man who been studying the Bible for 2 years can be greater than a man who studied it for 10 years is if the man for 10 years wasn't studying.
Right.
I'm just telling you, man.
Right.
Dude, I've been speaking. I learned how to speak the Hebrew language strictly from the King James Bible. That was my start. I didn't have lessons until I got grown, bro. You don't know another man who studied the Bible so hard to where he actually learned the freaking language just from the study of the language, the Bible. You know, I'm gonna tell you how it started because when I started recognizing the names, I started understanding that the names were sentences. So I began to start every name. I recognized what it meant, and I understood and I was able to parse every word because a name is actually a sentence,
Right.
right?
Right.
You got Gabriel, right? Gabra, which is the valiant man of El, right? El, right? The man who is like El, right?
Right.
Like El, like Micah, El. The word like is Micah. See, once you start doing things like that, and if you keep doing that, then you'll find yourself in the introduction to learning the Hebrew language. See what I'm saying? My name, Yasha Hamalaki bin Israel. That's a whole sentence, man. That's just not a name like George James Smith. a whole bunch of words that don't mean nothing. Right? So once you begin to start understanding that, and you start understanding what these names mean, and these words mean, and these prayers mean, then you'll be you starting to open up to the Hebrew language. I don't know no man who began to get a understanding and a grasp from the Hebrew language from strictly studying the Bible other than me. Should I get tooted on the horns? Yeah, I should. But people don't want to do that because they don't want to respect Yasha. This is why you don't see Yasha doing shows no more. You know, the Israelite movement is moving so far left to where, hey, I really don't want nothing to do with the movement anymore. I just got my channel and I come over here and I teach what thus saith the Lord, what the Lord want me to teach, and I go on about my business. I'm no longer trying to compete and trying to get a channel that I know has been shadow banned. You know what I'm saying? You know, and then I'm fighting, putting my neck on the line, giving up my life, right? All these years of study and research I've done, I did it for the Israelites who don't give a fuck about me. You know what I'm saying? They don't champion me. They don't come to my channel. I go to Sinetta
Right.
channel because Sinetta accept me when the Israelites don't.
Yeah, they always gonna hate
Huh?
truth. I said they always gonna hate truth.
What'd you say, Vicar?
I said they always gonna hate the truth.
Yeah. Israelite, have you seen me pushing out a bunch of false? Have you seen me push out a bunch of false or any false information on
No.
this channel?
Yeah,
Be
no.
honest.
Yeah, no, negative.
Have you seen me? Have you seen me come with groundbreaking informational facts that you've never heard before in your life on this channel?
Yeah, I have. And I know I had seen one post about
Or at least
right.
it's like you was breaking up.
Yeah, I got probably delay or something.
Yeah. Repeat what you were saying though.
Yeah, I was saying no, I ain't seen come with no false information. That's one thing about you. So
Okay, what about this? Have you ever seen me come with information that was proven to be factual information that you've never heard before?
I mean, it's been a couple things like I know just recently you posted for as the underground tunnels, and that came out to
I
be a
can
fact
name, I can
because
name,
a lot of them do that.
hey man, and that's just something else. Yeah, and yeah, that's I mean, that's just one. I can name over 100 different things that I've talked about in relationship to us, the Israelites, Japheth, right?
Right,
Edom. I prove without a shadow of a doubt with historical facts that Esau is not the white man on this channel.
right. That's a fact. He is not.
I have taken you to the Egyptian hieroglyphs and showed you black Edomites on the Egyptian hieroglyphics. I have taken you down through Roman history and show you of guys like Simon the Niger, a nigger, and a nigger of Parian. Do you remember that? The
Yeah, I don't think
Roman Edomite soldier whose name actually his first name was nigger.
I ain't
Huh?
catch that one. I said I didn't catch that one, but yeah, I believe you because they was there.
Yeah, it's a lot of information on here. There's a lot
Mhm.
of information on here. I got a Roman, I got an Edomite general that was fighting against the Romans in the days of the
Mm.
Roman paradigm, bro. His name was Nigger of Perion. And he was
Wow.
beefing against the Romans, bro. He was a black man and he was an Edomite general, bro.
Mm. I
And I
believe it.
keep throwing this information in their face and they act like they don't see it. You see what I'm saying? Me and this brother that was on the show, me and this brother that was on the show just was earlier just talking about that. How you could throw information in their face and they act like they don't see it. Just so he could come on this show and when I throw him information, he act like he don't see it. Fight against
Right.
enemies using their goddamn tactics that they taught you that they much stronger than you at.
Right.
How? You people not making no goddamn sense, man. You running after the goddamn quotes. Man, God ain't in that stuff. Yahweh ain't in that stuff. Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Da, whatever the fuck y'all want to call it, he ain't in that mess. You got Tazariak. He's blowing up out here, man. Tazariak, and I'm not hating on him. I'm actually proud of him for blowing up. But what he's doing is he's blowing up his brand. He is not blowing up by teaching the word of God or the word of Yah. He's not doing that. That man out there building his own brand. That's what he's doing. This is the reason why these Israelites been chopping him up. He don't want to be talking to no Israelites. He want to talk to people who don't know nothing, so he can appear to be bright. He don't, man. You'll never see them guys on the same platform as me ever, cause they know that I'm gonna show their asses up. They liars, man. They false information. They teaching goo-gobs of false goddamn information to our people. I'm gonna tell you, we are in a great awakening, y'all. We are in the midst of the greatest awakening of our captivity. Just so you motherfuckers could be hoodwinked by ISUPK knockoff coats and their coats and their knockoff coats. That's sad. We've been exposing to y'all for years how these groups are nothing but fucking demonic groups. And you people just refuse to listen. Then y'all want to run over here on my channel run on my goddamn Facebook page posting all this shit about these cults that you ran with. And I'm sitting up there like I told you so. But you didn't hear me when I told you, and now I'm laughing in your fucking face, and you still don't hear me. Knowing that I'm goddamn right. Esau ain't no goddamn white man. The Edomites ain't the goddamn Chinese. Them 12 tribes, that 12 tribe chart is all inaccurate and garbage. The fucking Moabites is not the Chinese. They not. I'm willing to challenge any Israelite that whose knowledge has emanated or even close to One West teachers. I'm willing to challenge any one of y'all at the drop of a dime. And because I'm willing to challenge y'all, all y'all gonna stay the fuck out of my face and run from me like bitches. That's what y'all gonna do, man. Y'all ain't no men. Y'all want to over talk and all this old fake fallacious shit. Dude, the jig is up. It's fallacious. It's weak. Now you can run with your coke gang. Now you can do that. Matter of fact, you could just go join a real gang or fucking just go join the Church of Satan. I mean, you got America give you that freedom. But that do not make you holy, nigga. And if y'all niggas out here perpetuating yourselves as men of Yahweh, men of God, men of righteousness, and y'all coming with them lies and them false teachers or anything that ain't good or right, y'all should be in Israel. It's going to expose that ass. And that's what Yasha Ben Israel is about to be about these next days. Exposing the fake and phony ass Israelites. Because they are the reasons why we can't advance. See, when we follow the law, statutes, and commandments unperverted, we can't go nowhere else but up. But you got these guys out here having all of these Babylonian pimp whore practices and shit that they call them polygamy. Man, they need to cut that shit out, bro. All that shit come from the freaky thinking that come from Harlem. Puff Daddy comes from Harlem. General Yohana's group is started in Harlem. ISUPK started in Harlem. Polite, Harlem. Sonetta, Harlem. I'm just telling y'all, man, it's a bunch of sexually deviant shit that comes up out of Harlem. And y'all need to leave that shit in Harlem. Y'all so fascinated with the One West lies, it's a shame. Man, that shit is whack and it's trash and it's garbage. I don't care if nobody won't listen. That's what Yasha's going to be about these next coming days. It's going against them goddamn caps. Yeah. That's what I'm about. I'm about going against them goddamn caps. Them caps are just all foul, all false doctrines. You know, brother want to talk about the Philistines and the Pharisees and come on, man. You don't even know the tenets. You couldn't even tell me the difference between the Pharisee and the Sadducee and the scribe and the Essene. Y'all just talking just to be heard. I don't move off belief because you can believe in some fucked up shit. You know, there's many people. You got Muslims that Chinese people, kamikazes, that believe that they gonna get blessings and shit for blowing themselves up and all that stupid shit. You know, your belief can be dangerous. You know, and if your belief ain't rooted in the truth 100, it is dangerous. If it don't do nothing else but waste your goddamn time and your money. That's a lot, people. You go to church for 20, 30 years every Sunday. Or you're a part of this cult and you go every Saturday for 5, 10 years. And you give all that time away to your life. and you moving toward the direction of that movement, to come to find out every goddamn thing they said was a lie and false, which you done wasted 5 or 10 years of your motherfucking valuable, precious life. That's the danger. That's the least minimal danger. Then you can get ostracized. You can get murdered, unalived. You can get essayed. You can get extorted. All of that stuff is going to come with those groups, man. Them groups don't give nothing, no fuck about nothing but the structure and the dogmas of this organization, which is designed to make the fucking leaders rich. That's it. Because the lie that everybody teaches is the lie that was concocted by the leader. That's why there's a different lie that the ISUPK teach than GMS. GMS teach a different lie than GOCC. And because all of these lies were the constructs of the leaders, who all have gained millions and millions of dollars off of their own individual self-constructed lie. And the reason why they fight and hate each other is because they really mad because they fighting about who got the best lie. Which leader that broke off that has constructed the most convincing lie. Oh, well, your lie ain't convincing as mine, so we don't like you and you can't be a part of the fold. That's what the fight is all about. You know, you got the brother Tony Vicar. He done fell off the show, but I'm glad he's still in and he's still listening. You know, but it's really sad. You got these guys. They are a very, very disrespectful group. You know, I've heard the ISUPK lie and toot these people up. You know, like my man said, he came right up on this channel and said that he was an Israelite for 2 years, and then they made him a priest, an elder, a captain. They made him a leader. Man, where the fuck do they do that at? I'm going to tell you, the Israelite priest had to study 40 years before they could even fucking practice, man. And just so you can get these clown ass niggas an overnight revelation. Man, that shit is goofy, bro. It's foul, bro. It's stupid. It's dumb. And it's pushing out ill-equipped ass niggas who keep lying about Jesus and God giving them revelations. Because you see my man on here tell me, well, Jesus did give me a revelation. When? What day? Give me the day, the hour, the time, the week, and the fucking month and year. Because you lying. Well, if I can't come up with the week, the day, the month, does that mean it didn't happen? You goddamn right. It's indicative that you're lying. It's indicative that you don't know what you're talking about. See, because if you can sit up there, if I can't tell you the date that my grandma was born, does that mean she wasn't born? It's indicative of that. I can say anything. I can say that wasn't your grandma. I can say that's not your grandma. I can say that lady was born. I can say the whole story that you're telling me a lie up until you prove it. Give me a birth certificate. And if you can give me her birth certificate is going to have a date in which she was born. But what are we going to say about the people that was see, that's that straw man argument shit. That's not the argument. We're not arguing about all of the people that was born before that. We're not arguing, but that's not this argument. That's a red herring, brother. Y'all can't do that shit. See, you do that when you lose the argument. You lost the first one, so you come up with another one without acknowledging the fact that you lost that argument. That's why you went to the other extreme. In the conscious community, we call it reaching. You know what I'm saying? You're reaching. And they're not reaching, they creating a fucking straw man or a red herring distraction. They're creating some type of distraction, man. And it's because they lost the fucking argument. You know, you wanna lose this argument and then create another argument. And then lose that one and create another one. without acknowledging that the fuck you lost the last one. See, if you can acknowledge that you lost any one of these arguments and quit creating new fucking arguments, then maybe we can get somewhere. Maybe we can understand that you keep losing arguments because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And now, that if you keep losing all these arguments, and have to keep creating new arguments because you keep losing the first ones, then you should recognize that you need to be re-educated. Okay? None of the information that is coming about of the ISUPK, GOCC, GMS, AOC, or any of those knockoff splinter groups that came from 125th Street in Harlem. None of them are the truth. All of them are Illuminati, MK Ultra, fucking mind control cults. All of them are. And they're rooted on 100%, 99.999% false fucking information. And I can't just keep telling you enough. If I had to get on here every day to keep telling y'all that cults need to be done away with. Because y'all acting like that shit the best thing since sliced bread. Nigga, that y'all motherfuckers is like a sheep going to the motherfucker slaughter running after them fucking grimy ass groups. And I don't care what you say or what you think. You are never going to get me to run after these fucking One West cults. Ever. We are in the midst of the greatest awakening of the Israelite captivity, and you motherfuckers wanna thrust these cults up as the face of the fucking Israelite movement. Are you people lost your fucking mind? You wonder why everybody reject us, because you should I'm an Israelite and I reject that lie, and you expect the world to accept it? The only people that accept the stupid ass lie is people that don't have no education on the Bible. This is the reason why they stand out and they target people that have no education on the Bible. Because anybody that was ever taught anything about the scripture, that has any knowledge of the scripture, don't fuck with them groups. And that's a fact. You just had this man on this channel telling y'all that they target the ignorant and those that don't know. And they want me to act like I don't fucking know. They want to run around here beating up on people that don't know nothing, like they great debaters and shit. Anybody can beat a dummy. I know Christians, Muslims, and Jews that'll spank y'all ass. I know atheists that will spank your ass. You people not smart or intelligent or bright. You are a fucking cult ran by satanic ass leaders. This is the reason why the man, dog. Them groups is fucking cults, man. And y'all need to stop running after them fucking cults, man. Yes, the ISUPK is a fucking cult, and they will tell you that they are a cult proudly. And you dumb motherfuckers run for it, because they'll tell you that a cult is a good thing. Ain't nothing good about being in no cult, people. Nothing. It's just like these motherfuckers running around here talking about I'm a pimp, I'm a gangster. Ain't nothing good about none of that shit. It ain't nothing good about being on the fucking cult, people. And that's just the reality. If you have been tricked out your goddamn mind if you think that being in a cult is something good. You're in a fucking cult. The One West and their knockoff mini splinter groups are all satanic, Illuminati, mind control fucking cults. Those groups are new. The turnover rate is ridiculous. I mean, you might have somebody being there 5 years, maybe, and then they leave. Because it takes them, and once they become intelligent and begin to start studying the Bible for themselves, they really start to realize that this shit is a fucking cult, and they leave. How the fuck you been around since 1969, 1967, or whatever, and y'all ain't never performed no real holy marriages? For that group to have been around over 50 something years, 60 years, that group should be that them 60 years ago. That means that people should have been, whole families should have grown and evolved in your group, and they did not. The groups don't get past the first generation people and they leave. But I mean, don't got people that was born in a group, people that were born into the movement, people that when they were married as virgins. I know that people at the Trinity Church of Holiness was marrying virgins, but because people that was indoctrinated in a group that believed in marrying in virginity. But there's not one record of a virgin marriage taking place within the ISUPK. How come none of Aria's kids? That man got kids, got grandkids. None of his kids is in this shit. None of the leaders have first and second and third generation people in this fucking movement. Because it's all a fake fucking fraud, people. These people, families don't even fuck with them. I'm just trying to tell y'all, man. Y'all gotta wake up, man. I just gotta wake up. You know, these groups will turn you away from your fucking family and shit. For real. And then once they got your family away from you, then they'll turn on you, and now you ain't got nobody, and then you go through a psychological fucking meltdown. Man, you people some goofy, silly ass people, bro. This is what you get. This is what you get, and this is what the fuck you deserve, being less than a man of God, seeking after the validation of these devilish motherfuckers, bro. And that's what you get. I don't feel sorry for you. Just like y'all don't feel sorry for me, I don't feel sorry for you. And I'm doing well without you. Very well. See, the difference between me and you people is I know when I'm winning and I know when I'm losing. You motherfuckers don't know when you winning and when you losing. You losing and you thinking you fucking winning. You're losing, people. If you don't know when you're winning, you won't know when you're losing. And I'm here to tell you, y'all people don't know when the fuck y'all winning. Y'all losing horribly, and you're lying to the people as though you're winning. All these New Testament ass Israelites, these white motherfuckers talk about blowing this bitch up with nukes and bombs and everything, and they got y'all running to a fake ass Jesus that ain't even motherfucking real. So when they get to pushing these buttons, all y'all motherfuckers gonna melt down in the motherfucking streets because ain't no Jesus coming to save you. Sad, people. It's really sad. Really sad.